Okay, so welcome everyone to your evening meditation. Just giving yourself the gift of the next half an hour's time out, going somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed for the next half an hour, putting your phone on mute or silent, and sitting comfortably in your favorite meditation posture, whatever that happens to be. So if you're sitting on a chair, feet shoulder width apart, just okay, so welcome everyone to your cup your hands in your lap, close your eyes, and just connect with your breath. So take a nice deep breath in to start with. Breathing in through the nose, noticing how the stomach rises, chest rises. Just squeeze the sphincter muscles, and that's the muscle you use to contract the flow of urine. Squeeze the last drop out, creates a lock and a pumping action. And simultaneously, you draw the energy up the spine, feel a nice warm thread flowing up the spine into your upper chest, to your heart center. Put your one hand on your heart. Feel a nice, warm, comforting feeling in your heart. And inhale further, draw the energy all the way up into the crown of your head. Just pause at the top of the inhale, smile, and just do a little mental and emotional check-in. So just noticing whatever's arising in your mind, thoughts and emotions going on there. Particularly anything that's fearful, there's an anxiety associated with it. Might be attached to a specific situation, or maybe just a general feeling of like I'm not managing, I'm not going to cope. Just notice those feelings. Notice how they show up in your body. Maybe there's a knot in your stomach, an uncomfortable feeling in your chest, clenched jaw, at the extreme, sweaty palms, nausea, panic. Just from our emotions. That's how powerful they are. So just look at them, notice them, and now you're going to choose to let them go with the help of your breath. So exhale out. Just out with the breath. Imagine they're leaving you like a black smoke out of your mouth. Leaving your body, mind, your energy system. Pull the lower stomach into the spine. Expel the last remaining air out. And just rest here in the stillness, in the emptiness, peace for a while. There's nowhere else to go, there's nothing else to do, nothing else to think about for the next 25 minutes. Just breathe, relax, and be still. So breathing in again, notice the stomach rise, chest rise, subtle flow of air into the nostrils, the life energy rising up the spine, nice warm thread of energy flowing up as you contract the sphincter muscle to help it on its way. You draw it up the spine into the heart center, pause there, feel a nice warm, comforting feeling there. And then draw it up into your head, into the crown of your head. Just pause at the top of the inhale, smile. And then the process reverses. So exhale out. Just sighing it all out, letting the air flow out of your nostrils. Make a sighing sound on the back of your throat, chest and the stomach. Suck back in gently. Feel the energy subsiding back down from the crown of your head into your stomach. It's coming to rest there in the peace and the stillness. Just be quiet, be still. And then repeat the cycle, breathing in again. Just stepping back and watching the breath. These deep, slow, rhythmical movements of the breath. You just watch all the subtle sensations around the breath. So stomach rising, chest rising, air flowing into the nostrils, contraction of the sphincter muscle. Squeeze the energy up the spine to the crown of your head. Pause at the top of the inhale. Smile. And then you exhale, process reverses. Let's make a sighing sound in the back of your throat. So you're fogging sunglasses, keep your mouth closed, air flows out of your nostrils. Energy subsides back down from the crown of your head into your stomach. And you just come to rest here. Bottom of the exhale. Find the peace and the stillness, smile, and then repeat the cycle. And just step back and watch your breath. So as you watch your breath, just allow these words that I'm going to share with you in to this nice, calm, empty, open, spacious awareness. So just going to allow these words to sink into a deeper part of your mind. You don't have to intellectually understand them, judge them, label them. Just allow them in. And try and absorb the energy and frequency. It's not about listening intellectually, it's about listening energetically in a way that you feel what these words are pointing to. And to help you to do that, just keep watching your breath, which I'll remind you to do from time to time. So keeping your mind nice and still, calm, empty, open but aware. As you listen to these words, keep watching your breath, and the breath just take you deeper and deeper into the stillness and the peace and all your natural inheritance. So what is creation? Is the question. Let's hear what Jesus has to say in answer to this. Creation is the sum of all God's thoughts, or all love's thoughts. You can always substitute the word God for love, so I'll do that whenever it's mentioned. Creation is the sum of all God's or love's thoughts. In number infinite and everywhere, without all limit. All that it created was not there, nor will there be a time when anything that it created suffers any loss. Forever and forever are God's thoughts or love's thoughts exactly as they were and as they are, unchanged through time and after time is done. This is pointing us to an eternal state of mind, changeless, eternal, forever, sure, forever there, exactly as they were and as they are, unchanged through time and after time is done. Just keep watching your breath, just staying through your breath in this timeless state of awareness. It's just a state of mind in which you're very calm, empty, open, receptive. Well, nothing that you sense or perceive in this world really matters at all. It's just this underlying peace and stillness. It's the only thing that truly matters. So God's thoughts are given all the power that their own creator has. Or love's thoughts, you could say, are given all the power that their own creator has. Use whichever term works better for you. For he or it would add to love by its extension. Thus his son, or love's extension, shares in creation and must therefore share in power to create. What God or love has willed to be forever one will still be one when time is over and will not be changed throughout the course of time, remaining as it was before the thought of time began. Again, pointing us beyond time, beyond space, to an eternal oneness that is unchanged and unchangeable. So creation is the opposite of all illusions. For creation is the truth. Creation is the Holy Son of God, or the holy extension of love, if you prefer that term. They mean exactly the same thing. In creation is his will complete in every aspect, making every part container of the whole. Its oneness is forever guaranteed, inviolate, forever held within his holy will, beyond all possibility of harm, of separation, imperfection, and of any spot upon its sinlessness. So this is saying that this oneness, our true identity, is flawless. There is no possibility of harm, of separation, imperfections, no spot, not one thought that mars this purity and this perfection is true. So just pause, watch your breath, reflect on that briefly. Hopefully it makes you feel a lot calmer, more peaceful, somewhat uplifted. Just notice all these feelings going on in your mind and your heart. Now say, we are creation. We, the sons of God, the extensions of love itself. We seem to be discreet and unaware of our eternal unity with Him, with love itself. Yet, back of all our doubts, past all our fears, there still is certainty. For love remains with all its thoughts, its sureness being theirs. God's or love's memory is in our holy minds, which know their oneness and their unity with their Creator. Let our function be only to let this memory return, only to let God's or love's will be done on earth, only to be restored to sanity and to be but as God created us, as love created us. Our Father calls to us, our source calls to us. We hear His voice and we forgive creation in the name of its Creator, holiness itself. His holiness His own creation shares. His holiness is still a part of us. Just pause, watch your breath. And the last sentence maybe needs a little bit of explanation. It can be a bit confusing. So we forgive creation, that's with a small c, in the name of its Creator, holiness itself. So logical mind says, well, how can you forgive what's created by holiness? I thought you only forgive what is unholy, what is miscreation. So it's a bit of reinterpretation clarifies it. So we forgive miscreation, which is with a small c rather than a capital C. Forgive the miscreation of this world in the name of the Creator of true creation. So instead of saying name of its Creator, we say name of Creator of of true creation, creator of reality, the capital R. Holiness itself, whose holiness his own creation shares. His holiness is still a part of us. So, in these two domains, we forgive the miscreation in the name of true creation. And we're not forgiving true creation because that would be meaningless. You can't undo what is forever true. But you can undo what is false. Return your mind to what is true, which is the entire teaching of the Course in Miracles. Simply that process of atonement or oneness. How do you do that? What means is forgiveness, or letting go, as I prefer to call it. So just keep watching your breath as we move smoothly into today's workbook lesson 327 from the Course in Miracles. So take a nice deep breath in to prepare yourself. In through the nose, feeling the air, the energy, the life energy flowing into your heart center. From the lower spine flowing up into your heart. Squeeze the sphincter muscle that helps to raise the energy up the spine to your heart center. And second phase of the breath into the upper chest, upper back. Another sip of air in at the top. So feel this energy in a warm thread running up from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. Keep the sphincter muscle locked. Top of the inhale. Again, bring to mind any thoughts that are worrying you, any anxiety, and you just look at them and do them or let them go by applying today's lesson, which is, I need but call, and you will answer me. So addressing your highest self, the most innermost part of your being, your source, the creator. It doesn't really matter what you call this presence. There is something in you that knows it. You just need to call, you just need to ask for help. That's all the lesson is saying, and then you can expect to be answered. So exhale. So I need but call and you will answer me, and then just let go of your own ideas. Letting them all go into nothingness that there was, were, and still are. Pull the lower stomach into the spine. Pause at the bottom of the exhale, smile. And into the stillness, just drop these couple of sentences I'll read you. It's a commentary on today's main idea. Say, I'm not asked to take salvation on the basis of an unsupported faith. God or love has promised He will hear my call and answer me Himself. So breathing in again. Nice deep breath in, filling the lungs up from the lower stomach into the heart center. Draw the energy up the spine with the breath. Pump it up with a clench of the sphincter muscle. Lock that root lock. Feel a nice warm tingling feeling in your heart, and then pause at the top of the inhale and say, let me but learn from my experience that this is true, that my Father, my source, has promised and He will hear my call and answer me. And so faith in Him must surely come to me. This is the faith that will endure and take me further and still further on the road that leads to Him. Thus I will be sure that He has not abandoned me and loves me still. awaiting but my call to give me all the help I need to come to him. So exhale, just sigh it all out. And have a sense of surrendering in. Instead of trying to figure things out yourself, plan and strategize, and just let all that go now. Like a black smoke out of your mouth. Just being willing to release it, and enter into this calm, peaceful state with this prayer. So say, Father, I thank you that your promises will never fail in my experience. I may test them out. Let me attempt, therefore, to try them and to judge them not. Your word is one with you. You give the means whereby conviction comes, and surety of your abiding love is gained at last. So with that invitation, just sink in deeper into your mind. Step back, watch the breath, noticing the subtle flow of air into the nostrils, life energy rising up from the spine. Pause at the top of the inhale, smile, and then exhale, sigh it all out. And the airflow out of your nostrils. Chest and stomach suck back in. And just sink in, watch your breath and sink in for a couple of minutes of silence to this deep place beyond fear, beyond all anxiety, beyond this world. When you do this, you are calling. And when you call, you can expect to be answered, as the lesson says. So just allow whatever feelings, thoughts, emotions to arise in you. The next 2 minutes of silence, just think nothing, breathe, relax, be still. Call on your Father, your source, and expect to be answered in the silence of the next 2 minutes. Any thoughts arise, obviously distracting, disturbing, or distressing, just notice them gently. Imagine there are cloud patterns just drifting by in the sky. There's no power to really obscure or affect the sky in any way. Just allow them to drift by in the wind of your breath and turn your mind into the stars for another minute of silence. Eternal sky for your awareness, which is still by nature. Sink into that deeper and deeper with each breath. And so just gently coming back to an awareness of the body, the senses. Count to 3, you're going to open your eyes. So 1, just breathing in, and notice the stomach rise. You breathe in, the chest rise, subtle flow of air into the nostrils. The life energy rising up the spine to the crown of your head. Smile at the top of the inhale. Pause. Be still for a moment. And then exhale. Sigh it all out. There's the air flowing out of your nostrils, chest and the stomach suck back in. Feel the energy subsiding back down the front channel of your body. Notice the vibration in the throat, chest and stomach. Pulling in, air flowing out the nostrils. Come to rest your attention in the base of your spine, your groin area. Briefly pause. Notice the weight of your body pressing down into the chair, feet touching the ground. Breathing in again. And notice the air flowing into the nostrils, pushing the stomach out. And you draw the energy up the spine. Notice the smell in your nose. Maybe there's a subtle taste in your mouth. Notice what you're hearing. Just noticing all these things from this very still, calm, surrendered place. Make no attempt to name anything, to judge it, to label it, to resist it in any way. It's just allowed to be there. Notice how peaceful it is when you perceive this way. And just resolve to stay here for the rest of the evening. So 3, gently open your eyes, look around. Just take 30 seconds to a minute to glance around the room, letting your eyes rest on whatever objects happen to be in your surrounding area for a second or 2, but don't linger on anything, don't name it, don't judge it, don't label it, just allow it to be there in your awareness, and then allow your eyes to move on. Maybe start to notice that it doesn't really matter what you see. The underlying peace and stillness that you can experience are the same. So you're starting to connect with the ground of being, this deeper peace in your mind that's beyond thoughts and emotions, judgments of any kind. Which is what you need to do if you're going to find peace in your daily life. Non-judgmental perception is forgiveness or letting go in action, moment by moment. Just let go of the mind's tendency to judge, to contract, to constrict, to be negative. And so just notice this inner feeling, whatever's going on for you, and really feeling much more peaceful, much calmer than half an hour ago. So notice it. By noticing it, you can anchor the state in, you can stay there for the rest of the evening. Set that intention, so it's said, so it's done. And just to help you to do this, just going to, you can use today's shorter breath break recording that I sent you. If you're in the art of letting go, listen to the short 5-minute recording. I recommend every hour, but you can, and in response to anything that tempts you to get upset. And if you're out there on YouTube, you can just use your breath. It's today's idea. So if something comes in to make you feel fearful, apparently anxious, nervous, So I need but call, and you will answer me. And you breathe in and just breathe in the essence of peace and calm and stillness, and exhale out any negativity. And then just rest in the peace, the stillness for a few minutes, and listen for any voice that's telling you anything specific about what you should do. Or maybe it's just a general feeling of peace that arises, which is far better than feeling conflicted and unpeaceful. So thank you for listening. I wish you good practicing and a very peaceful and flowing afternoon and evening ahead. Remember, remind yourself, I need but call, and you will answer me. If there's anything that pushes your buttons, any negativity, it's just an opportunity to breathe, let go, and find your flow by applying this idea to the situation. So as I said, I wish you good practicing and much peace and love. Namaste, which means the divine peace and love in me honors and acknowledges the divine peace and love in you.